Sorry, it's been a while since I uploaded. If you don't know already, I couldn't get my computer to work, so I ended up needing to take a break on editing because I couldn't get any sound whatsoever through any system, through any device. But I got it fixed now, so that's what I've edited. The reason I am here at the beginning of this video, is as a bit of a warning. Now, this interview video is very special to me personally because it shows that you're not just talking to faces in a video game. You're talking to people, actual people with actual stories. Now that means that these actual people have some messed up actual stories. So, content warning. This video will contain some sensitive topics, such as death, loss of loved ones, divorces, you know, really sad, upsetting things like that. But, along with that warning, I would also please urge you to watch the entire video all the way through. Because there are some people who find happiness in small things, and there are people who find strength in tragedy. So it would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure to the people who spend their time dealing with me, first of all, and telling me their stories, it would mean a lot to them if you stuck around and listened to what they had to say. It would mean a lot to me, and it would definitely mean a lot to them. So, without further ado, here is the 2-question interview.
Happiest moment in my life. I mean, I haven't really lived a very eventful life, I guess. But, I guess just kind of just graduating high school and just, you know, being able to just have the whole, like, just have multiple choices of what I'm able to actually do and not to worry about school or anything like that, I guess.
That's a good question. I don't... My happiest moment, was probably... It was probably getting my first plan. It just, like, filled me with so much joy, and it, like, made me have a long hobby that I can enjoy with other people, and just, like, have people kind of, like, a piece of me when I, like, move, and plants just connect everybody, and they're great for the environment, and, yes. Or, I don't know if that's the happiest time, but I think my happiest time was when I learned how to draw. And ever since, like, drawing has been my passion. And I draw a bunch of plants and stuff.
That's really cool.
I think it was graduating high school and going into college, which sounds weird, but genuinely probably the happiest I've been.
Okay, happiest moment of my life. Oh, okay. Wait, no, hold on. Let me think of this. Okay. So, the happiest moment of my life is when, when I got my Xbox 360 for the first time when I was a little boy. I was like, whoa, and I got on COD, and they roasted me, and I had the best time of ever.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah, that works.
I'd have to say the day my daughter was born.
That.
It's, you know, it's a very special moment, like when you know that you've just brought life into the world.
Might I ask, how old's your daughter now?
She's 11 years old now.
Honestly, less easy than you'd think. not because I'm not happy, but more so I don't have memories at all. Like my memories are down to zero. I can only
That's
remember if I was happy or if I was sad, and for the most part I'm just kind of numb. So
Probably getting my Xbox One. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but like, I didn't have like any, I didn't have like a PlayStation or an Xbox for most of my childhood, so finally getting an Xbox One and like being able to play games with my friend who I'd known for a while, the games, it was great.
Probably when I get into college, because I was searching it for like almost, I did a test for like getting to a university for like almost 15 tests, almost 15 university, and that's so depressed. Then suddenly in like the very end of the line, like very end, like the last test, if I'm not make it, I'll probably get a gap year and then I don't know, probably doing nothing and wait for a year and then try on next year, and suddenly on like very late on my last test I got in, and now I'm on college, third year, I'm a medical student, and I'm grateful about it. And I'm actually about to do a pilot school, but my mom and my dad don't want me to, and they forced me into medical school, and I was like, alright, I'm down to it. So yeah.
Honestly, the happiest moment of my life was when I met my two best friends in middle school, and they really helped me find who I was. Because as a kid and growing up, I've been bullied for just expressing myself and trying to be myself, and they made me kind of shut down. So when I met them, they were like really great and sweet, and honestly, like they're somebody, like they're like, I could never forget them, and they're always in my heart.
So one of the happiest moments of my life actually just happened, I'd say about a month or two ago. Sorry if my voice gets a little shaky. It's just my happiest and the other question, it relates to each other. So the happiest would be when I was in the car the other day with my girlfriend, and I was driving and I had Lady by Mojo playing, and I was going over a curvy hill, and as I come over the hill, the song hits its peak and then the sun is setting, and I don't know, like I was still conscious and driving and all that because of, you know, the other question, but it made me start to, you know, fuck, I'm really lucky. It made me reflect and look back on life and just, I don't know, I was high on life.
Saddest one of my life. Currently, I guess, would be right now. So right now, I am recovering from a gunshot wound, actually. So that would probably be my saddest one of my life.
Could you explain what happened?
Yeah, sure, why not? So, I'm a Marine, right? And, doing training stuff. And, I got, I guess, somebody, behind me or some shit that wasn't looking to where they're looking at, and I got shot in the, leg. So, I'm now currently recovering and on my way out of the military now, so.
Ah. So this was like a friendly fire situation where someone was just being stupid?
Yes. Yep.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
to hear that.
It's alright.
I think the saddest moment of my life was this year, of when my dog died and then my lobster killed himself. He fell out of the tank by mistake.
What was the lobster's name?
Wacko?
Probably moving away from my hometown. That kind of sucked a little bit. Because I grew up there and I had to leave all of my friends. So.
Okay, this one's a little different. Okay. Just to explain it. All right. So here's the gist of it. So basically, I've lost my cousin Justin, my grandma. You know, I've lost one of my best friends, whatever, you know. And there's a lot of bad things that happen. You know, I got sent to court because of a girl. The other girl bribed me. She manipulated me into running away and stuff. And the first one also stabbed me with a pencil one time, and that didn't feel good. And I also got almost jumped by all of his friends because I was like hurt. My girlfriend had a brother, and he went to my same school, so he tries to get all his friends to jump me, and I got sent to court and everything about that. And eventually, I started getting so lonely. I had no friends or anything. I was so scared to do anything that I got very suicidal and depressed. Right. And you know, as I got older, I learned to drive, and just some bad things went through my mind at the wrong time, and I crashed my car into the side of a building. And it's one of the things that I'll always regret, and it's one of the things that put like a lesson into learning that I should appreciate what I got now, you know. But even though it's still hard to cope with things, it's still hard to live with it, I still like work with it as much as I can, and like I still try and make it through every day no matter what. That's always trying to be so excited or anything, and try and keep myself in high hopes or anything, because it really changes who I am as a person. And if I don't, then I'll start thinking and things get really bad from there. So it's just a bunch of trying to survive anymore, you know.
It's a little bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it short. When my daughter was born, I was in a really bad place mentally, and I was actually in prison at the time. When I come out of prison, I did absolutely everything I could to change who I was and try to become the best dad I could be. I wanted to be so much better than my own. And yeah, we had the social services involved, you know, like childcare people, and they just knocked me down the whole time, all the way through it. Eventually, my first love, the mother of my child, just couldn't handle it anymore. She ran away with our daughter, and I haven't seen either of them two since.
Pretty related, but the happiest I was when I was with my ex. She was really awesome, always brew, and one of the only people that actually made me smile. She tried to end her life twice, and that fucking crushed my soul. I couldn't help her. I was too far away. We're kids. We don't have an ability to just pop in and out at the drop of a hat. We don't have cars. We don't have a driver's license at the time. So, and saying that she was the only person I had who I could lean on, and if she was gone, I didn't know where my life would have went.
Probably in primary school when my best friend moved. His whole family had to move because they were renting a place, and they had to move to another state. And so after that we just kind of drifted apart. But I cried for days.
I don't know how to say it in English, but I got like people like talk shit about me like since I was in high school, like first grade. And I've been getting it till now, like almost 5 years. I always got that kind of shit when people like talking shit about me, talking like that's not even the truth, like what I am facing it. And I don't know, man. I always get it. I always like, not every day, but like it's sad because like in my own opinion, like in my own like eyesight, I don't do something like that, but people just make a different shit about it and make a different like perspective on it. And dude, you don't even know like it comes from the only perspective, but it just like making a bad assumption promotions, and I keep getting it like till now, like about a month ago, like people making me like I'm cheating to another person, like something like that, and then dude, I cried for like an hour after I pray, and I can't do shit about it, and
Losing both of my best friends. Died in a car crash. I'ma just call them Dom and Mari. Dom, Mari, and Dom's sister were in a car driving, and this drunk driver hit them, and the only people that survived was Dom and her sister. And Mari didn't make it. After that, my friend Dom couldn't really handle that whole thing. And then she started doing drugs. She became a really bad person. She even got in a car crash herself, but she's alive. She's good. She blames me a lot. All I can do is just be there for her and help her, because she's at the moment mentally unstable. She needs to see a therapist, and but she told me that she never wants to see me ever again.
So, I had a group of friends that we all became friends in middle school. And there were 7 of us. And in high school, sophomore year, we were all coming back from a football game in 2 separate cars. And so we're driving down the road, the same road that I was on, but it was just earlier. So we were driving down side to side, being teenage boys. We had the windows rolled down, or at least I had the windows rolled down. I was in the back seat behind the driver. And I was talking not talking, but making goofy faces, doing goofy shit. And we're going through a 4-way intersection, and we're side by side, and all I can see is headlights coming, and I know we're green, I know we're in the right, and I just see a car come barreling down, and it just T-bones the first car and pushes us into the railing. So the driver and the person behind the driver died instantly on impact, and the other guy next to the guy behind the driver, so basically behind the passenger, he got nasty scars all down his face and lost vision in his left eye. And just for reference, the guy, the police never told us if he was drunk. I'm pretty sure he was, because he was barreling down a 4-way intersection at 80 miles per hour. So he's lost vision in his left eye, and the guy in the shotgun, he survived, but due to all the glass, because that car got hit really bad, he inhaled a lot of glass, and it shredded his lungs up. And the reason I say I was so lucky in my happy memory is because I only walked away with a mild concussion, and the driver had severe whiplash and a broken arm on the left side, and my other friend had also a mild concussion in the shotgun, so the other car. So those 2 were rushed to the hospital immediately. I remember just being in shock, because I was 16 at the time. The guy in the car that got hit head-on in shotgun died about half of a week, maybe a week later, because he couldn't fight it anymore. The glass, there was just shards everywhere. He already had pneumonia, so his lungs were weak. And I visited him every day in the hospital until he died, and I even went to his funeral. And it was just so surreal. seeing him there. It was open casket. I don't know, it was just different. It was surreal. And then the guy who lost vision in his left eye, he doesn't talk to us anymore. He got really distant after the crash. Pretty much disappeared after the guy who died in the hospital. His name was Daniel. After Daniel died, he wasn't him anymore, and he disappeared really from all of our lives. So, and